Imagine dropping 47 grand on an electric SUV only to find out there's one with more horsepower, a bigger battery, and potentially better value. That's why you can't ignore the BYD Sealion 7 when looking at the 2026 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro. Alright, so these two are both solid electric SUVs aimed at families who want something practical without gas bills. The ID.4 Pro is Volkswagen's updated take on their popular EV, built in the US with that familiar Volkswagen feel. The Sealion 7 is BYD's latest from China, packed with tech and already turning heads in places like Europe and Australia. We're comparing the rear-wheel drive versions to keep it fair, since that's the entry point for both. Let's jump in and see how they match up. First up, price and value. The 2026 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro starts at about $47,000 in the US, which gets you the base rear-drive model with the 82 kilowatt-hour battery. That's before any taxes or fees, and you might qualify for federal tax credits up to $7,500 if it meets the rules. Now, the BYD Sealion 7 isn't officially in the US yet as of late 2025, but in markets like Australia, the premium rear-drive version goes for around 55,000 Australian dollars, which is roughly 36,000 US dollars. In Europe, higher-end versions hit about 59,000 euros, or around $65,000. If BYD enters the US market soon, expect prices to start under $40,000 for the base, making it a cheaper option. The ID.4 feels more premium in build quality, but the Sealion 7 throws in more features for the money, like a bigger screen and fancier seats right from the start. So if you're budget conscious, the BYD could save you thousands, but check local availability because tariffs might bump it up here.
Moving to exterior design and size. The ID.4 Pro has that clean, modern Volkswagen look. Smooth lines, a short hood, and LED headlights that give it a friendly vibe. It's 180.5 inches long, 72.9 inches wide, and 64.6 inches tall, with a wheelbase of 108.9 inches. That makes it compact enough for city parking, but roomy for road trips. It comes with 19-inch wheels standard, and you can upgrade to 20-inch for a sportier stance. The Sealion 7 goes for a more aggressive ocean-inspired style. Think sharp Ocean X front grille, fastback roof, and flowing LED taillights that look like water drops. It's bigger at 190.2 inches long, 75.8 inches wide, and 63.8 inches tall, with a longer 115.4-inch wheelbase. That extra length means more presence on the road and better stability at speed. Wheels start at 19 inches too, but the BYD has a lower drag coefficient thanks to its sleek shape. Difference-wise, the Sealion 7 feels more futuristic and bold, while the ID.4 is understated and blends in like a regular SUV. If you want something that turns heads, go BYD. For subtle, Volkswagen wins.
Inside, both are spacious, but they differ in feel. The 2026 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro's cabin is minimalist, with a 12.9-inch touchscreen that handles everything from nav to climate. Seats are cloth standard, but comfy with heating up front, and you get 30 cubic feet of cargo behind the seats, expanding to 64 when folded. Passenger space is generous, 56 cubic feet up front, 44 in the back, with plenty of legroom for adults. It's quiet on the highway, and the digital gauge cluster is simple. Now, the Sealion 7 steps it up with a 15.6-inch rotating center screen that's huge and can flip for better viewing. Seats are Napa leather with ventilation and heating, even in the rear on higher trims, plus electric adjustments and lumbar support. Ambient lighting has 128 colors, and there's a premium dyno audio sound system with 12 speakers. Cargo is 18.4 cubic feet behind seats, 520 liters, but folds to 63 cubic feet, 1,789 liters, and you get a 2 cubic foot frunk for extras. The BYD feels more luxurious with things like a head-up display and 4-zone voice control. Key difference? Volkswagen is straightforward and easy for beginners, while BYD packs tech that might overwhelm at first but wows once you get used to it. For families, the Sealion 7's extra space and perks make it more comfortable on long drives.
Performance is where things get fun.
The ID.4 Pro's single rear motor puts out 282 horsepower and 402 pound-feet of torque, hitting 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds. Top speed is 112 miles per hour, and it handles like a comfy cruiser. Smooth suspension, but not super sporty. Regenerative braking is there, but it doesn't do full one-pedal driving. The Sealion 7's rear motor cranks 308 horsepower and 280 pound-feet, getting to 60 in around 6.3 seconds with a top speed of 134 miles per hour. It has frequency-selective damping for better ride control, and the ITAC system adjusts torque for grip and corners. Both are rear drive, so they're fun in dry conditions, but the BYD feels punchier off the line despite less torque thanks to its 800-volt architecture. Difference? Volkswagen is more refined for everyday driving, while BYD edges it in raw power and tech for handling. If you add AWD to either, the Sealion 7 jumps to 530 horsepower and 4.5 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour, blowing the ID.4's 335 horse AWD away.
Battery, range, and charging are crucial for EVs. The ID.4 Pro has an 82 kilowatt-hour battery, 77 usable, giving an EPA range of 291 miles. Real world, expect 240 to 280 depending on highway or city. It charges at 11 kilowatts AC for home, taking about 7.5 hours for a full charge on a level 2, and DC fast charges at 175 kilowatts, adding 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. The Sealion 7 packs a bigger 91.3 kilowatt-hour blade battery, LFP tech, super safe, with WLTP range of 482 kilometers or about 300 miles. EPA estimate around 270 to 280 miles based on real tests. It supports 11 kilowatts AC too, but DC peaks at 230 kilowatts, so 10 to 80% in just 24 minutes. Plus, it has V2L to power gadgets. Difference? BYD's battery is denser and charges faster, potentially giving more range in cold weather thanks to the heat pump. Volkswagen is solid, but plays catch-up here. Safety and features. Both score high. The ID.4 has standard auto braking, lane keep, and adaptive cruise, with good crash ratings from IIHS. The Sealion 7 got 5 stars in Euro NCAP, 87% adult, 93% child protection. It adds 360 cameras, advanced ADAS, and more airbags. Features-wise, BYD includes OTA updates, Apple CarPlay, and NFC unlock. Volkswagen has wireless charging and voice assist, but a fussier interface. Difference? Sealion 7 has more cutting-edge safety tech, while ID.4 feels reliable with Volkswagen's warranty, 8 years on battery.
Pros for Volkswagen ID.4 Pro. Familiar brand. Great build. Eligible for US incentives. Smooth ride. Cons. Smaller inside, slower charging, pricier in some ways. Pros for Sealion 7. More power. Bigger battery. Loaded features. Better value. Cons. Not in US yet. Might have software quirks. Less known brand. Wrapping it up. If you want a no-fuss EV with solid range and Volkswagen reliability, the 2026 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro is your pick, especially in the US. But if you're after more tech, space, and bang for your buck, and can get it in your market, the BYD Sealion 7 pulls ahead in performance and features. It really depends on where you live and what you prioritize.
Hit subscribe for more head-to-head EV battles.